Hello guys, thank you for tuning in. Today's lesson is actually going to be a prequel to two different video series. The first video series is going to be on the Trinity, and the second video series is going to be on the seven spirits of God. And in today's lesson, we're going to be looking at an analogy that I believe best describes what the Trinity actually is, and best describes how God can have seven spirits. Now, in the beginning of the Bible, if we look back in the Hebrew, we see that God is called by the name Elohim. Now, all throughout the Bible, we're told that there's only one God, that God is one, and that there's none other besides Him. But His name, Elohim, in the Hebrew, is actually plural. It means, well, there's more than one of me, but there's only one of me, is essentially what God is saying there, and that confuses us. And with good reason, because we don't really have much in our universe that can describe that. And so here's going to be this analogy that's going to help us understand that better. So in school, we learned of the three primary colors. The three primary colors, if we remember from preschool and kindergarten and first grade, are yellow, red, and blue. These are the three primary colors for pigments. However, there's three separate primary colors when we're talking in terms of the primary colors for light. These three primary colors for light are green, red, and blue. The difference is instead of yellow, you've got green, but whatever. So why is light a better example for God? Well, God describes Himself as light. In fact, He dwells in unapproachable light that emanates from Him. And in Revelation, at the end, when the new heavens and new earth are made, He's actually the source of light that we're going to be using to see on an everyday basis. So God describes Himself as light and as emanating light, so it'd only be fitting that light would kind of describe who God is. So you take these three primary lights, which are green, red, and blue, and you put them together and you get one light as a result. That one light is white light. Now, these three lights are three separate lights, but when put together, they're working together as one, and they become one in the same, almost inseparable, as if they had never been different lights to begin with. This accurately describes the Trinity. It's simplistic, and even though we can understand it, what we need to be careful of is to not say that, oh, I finally understand God. No, God is an infinite being, and we are finite, and He's beyond our comprehension. Trying to understand God is like solving a paradox. You just can't do it. And if you can, then we're not going to get into that. But, so you've got these three primary colors that come into one light. How do the seven spirits tie into this? Well, you take this one light, this one white light that came from these three primary colors of light, and you run that one light through a prism, and it splits into seven different lights. These seven different lights are, you guessed it, the colors of the rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. So this is how God can be three persons in one, and how He can also have seven spirits all at the same time. Anyways, I hope this video helps you better understand. It doesn't define who God is, but it helps give us a better analogy for understanding who God is. And so I hope this helps all of you understand. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and support on Patreon, and God bless.